And we are back for this first section of 3 of the men's mile. This is going to be one of the premier events of the night. In this first heat, we have 12 individuals running down the start line right before the start. We have Dylan McLaughlin of New Hampshire, Jake Velasquez of UMass Lowell, Luke Novak of Northeastern, Donovan Tucker of Iona, Connor Malathi of Stony Brook, Kevin Robertson of Syracuse, Ben McKenna of Brown, Jacob Hefele of Providence, Tristan Marine, Stony Brook, Thomas Arbiter of Providence, Gabe Canavo of Brown, and Gordy Young of Brown.
So we'll have 2 sections of the men's mile, and then we'll take a break for 2 sections of the women's mile, and then we will have a section of each.
It'll be those third and final sections that'll be the fastest of the night, in which they will try and break the facility record. It's bunched up early. Doesn't look like they're strung out too much. They're going through the first 400 meters in 34, relatively pedestrian pace for this group.
They're going to look to probably negative split after 800 or so.
Oh, absolutely. The wind is there's a bit of wind on the track tonight, so nobody really wants to take the lead in these early races where there's no pacer. But they'll definitely have to do some work if they want to run 4:20 or faster tonight in this first heat. They go through first lap 68.27. Now that is a little bit long because the first lap in the mile is 109 meters. So they're probably running just a little bit under 4:30 pace right now.
And for these races too, we're not only going for PRs and facility records, but we're also going for regional times tonight in any of these races, especially with the limited races. So any heat, no matter the first section or the last section, kids are going to try to go for that regional time.
Oh, absolutely. And especially with the NCAA cutting down the amount of regional qualifiers this season, that anybody needs to make sure they're on their A game and they can't leave it. In a normal year, you qualify 48 for the first round of the NCAA tournament for the NCAA regional meet. But the NCAA, because of COVID, has stated that they are cutting this and reducing down to only 32. And that last 16 is a major difference. 33% of their potential qualifiers is, in my opinion, a travesty.
It is. 48 is a good number of kids to be going to regionals, and to cut that down, it just takes away a good amount of opportunities for kids that could be going for an NCAA regionals for the first time.
Absolutely, especially in some of these races like the mile, in which you need to run trials and finals. It's not always about being the outright fastest individual. There's tactics and there's racing that goes into this. So to limit based entirely on time is sad to me. The field goes through 1,000 meters at about 2:47. So right around 4:30 pace. We'll really look for this last 600 meters to be a bit of a barn burner. We have a little bit of a breakaway pack of 4, led by a UNH athlete.
I believe that is Dylan
McLaughlin, yes.
Stony Brook, Iona, and Syracuse.
They hit the bell with 3:20, 1 lap to go. And that's an explosion with 300 meters to go by a Syracuse athlete. I believe that this is Kevin Robertson. And Robertson has really opened up a major gap in the last 100 meters.
He is going for it this last 300 meters.
In just 100 meters, he opened up a 3-second gap on the next athlete. And it's his race at this point. He rounds the water jump pit.
He's coming through his final 100 meters.
Now eyes on the clock because it's a race. It's just Robertson versus the clock at this point. He looks very strong.
Athlete. And he will go under 420.
Wow.
418.71. Second place, Stony Brook athlete.
So the top three finishers are Robertson of Syracuse, Malafny of Stony Brook.
Oh, great second half races right there from the top three.
Oh, absolutely. Robertson closed in sub 16, at least 58 seconds in order to get to that. To get that 418, he crossed with about 320 at 1,200 meters. So great close by the Syracuse athlete. Syracuse has a great tradition over the last 20 years of great distance runners, culminating specifically as a team with a team title in cross country in 2015. And multiple individual champions by Justin Knight, who is now a professional runner for the Boston Reebok Track Club based in Charlottesville, Virginia. Riddle me that.